The Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show. Thank y'all so much for tuning in live from the Colin Scroggins Studios, C@AW, and we got a fantastic show in store for you here this evening. Week 2, technically for most schools, really week 3. I think we're going to say the first week was week 0. So week 2 games are in the books. We'll recap all of them. We did a lot of that on Saturday Morning Roar. We'll go through a little bit of that with Mike Frost here in just a little bit. We also got power rankings, high school football. We'll dissect them. We're going to dissect softball, volleyball, rankings galore here on the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show. We'll talk about where we're at this upcoming week, preview a little bit. Remember, we do a lot of that on Wednesday and see what is in store this week. Even talk about some of the top plays from last week as well. We are presented by Coca-Cola, Houston Clinic, Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Mike Costello, and Chick-fil-A. Man, what a weekend. Carver-Spencer game lived up to the hype. Really glad that we were gotten to be there. Great job by the team. Everyone, I'm, again, so impressed by the entire Georgia Alabama Sports Live family. 4 broadcasts that were all immaculate, from Pacelli Dadeville, Glenwood Brookstone, Calvary Flint River, and Carver Spencer. And for the last 3, they were all really good games that went down to the wire. I'm so impressed by my guys. I really want to pat them on the back and tell them thank you for their hard work. It was a long night on Friday night because of the weather delay. Most of the games didn't get started till 8:30, 9 o'clock. Most of the guys didn't get home till 1, but that's why we do what we do. And glad we had a really fun Friday night, and glad we were able to get those games in. All right, we're going to take a quick break. And we come back from break. Frosty's coming in, and I didn't even want to take too much time on this intro. We got to go. We got a lot we're going to discuss. Recapping, rankings. Mike's going to piss off somebody. It's going to happen. Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, I'm Dr. Griff Gordy with Gordy Eye Care. For 20 years, we've been proud to serve the Phoenix City, Columbus, and surrounding areas. And Friday Night Lights is one of our favorite times of the year. My team and I love helping our student athletes and their families see every play clearly, with comprehensive eye exams and the latest in eyewear right here in our community. Here's to another season of Friday Night Football. I would love to see you and your family in our office so that we can get you seeing your best.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. CarRex. Yes, CarRex. So call or text us today or visit us at mycostelolawfirm.com. Costello. CarRec. CarRec. Costello.
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.
To get your case started, do yourself a favor and visit us at mycostelolawfirm.com. 24/7, nights and weekends, 365 days a year, and we only collect if you get paid.
Welcome back, everyone, here on the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show. ESPN. I'm literally typing something as I'm trying to talk. Mike Frost is in. Cannot wait to discuss it. It's high school football, and can you believe it, brother?
Man, we've had
already in the books.
Yes, 3 and hopefully many more weeks to go here. We got playoffs and everything else. I'm expecting at least 10 more weeks.
All right. Again, I just wanted the intro, and I'm telling Chris to bring me in. Now I just got upset. It just upset me. And now I got a commercial being played. Just butchered the whole segment. Chris, you couldn't have gave me 2 seconds, man. All right.
And go.
Let me see something. All right. Not the song I was looking for, but it'll work.
It's foosball regardless.
Keep playing a new song every time we come in. All right. Some of the games that stood out. Let's first start with the obvious. Carver and Spencer. What a game, man. I gave a lot of my opinion on the Saturday Morning War. I will say this. I was really impressed what I saw from Spencer.
Oh, yeah.
Elijah Fudge was the best quarterback on the field for that day and balled out. really thought this was the night for Spencer.
Yeah.
Up 13-0. I know there were some mistakes and some things that they probably wish they could have back, but they should be holding their head up high after the effort and the performance we saw from Spencer. Coming up short, 21-19, and getting stopped in that 2-point conversion. What was your thoughts in that game, man?
I believe, if anything, Spencer just put everybody in Class 4A a little bit on notice here. Like, oh, man, that ain't the same Spencer anymore. Usually Spencer kind of struggles a lot. Usually with Carver coming in, it's going to be like a big – usually they lose by about 30. But this year, being able to hold in there, jump up by 13. I thought when I was over at the Calvary game calling that, when I saw that initial score, and I was like, uh-oh, the helmet might have done good this time. I might have got my head picked right. But anyhow, Spencer, Elijah Fudge, that defense over there,
You're
the ground
1-1. You did get Calvary. I know you got Smith Station wrong. So you're 1-1. Now you're 1-2.
Yeah, I know.
Calling you out for it.
Hey, look, I'm Corso to a T right there.
Hey, that's about to say. He always was bad luck. You never want him to pick your head here.
But yeah, it was a great one, man. I mean, Carver came out, a little bit flat there. Were able to come back, get the victory, but Spencer has nothing to hang their hat on. I mean, they had a big win last week against Brookstone, coming in here, getting the loss here, but a very tight game against a defending state champ, and now Spencer basically has put themselves in where the rest of that region is like, uh-oh, we got somebody to battle with here.
By the way, we did a game on Thursday, Shaw Upson Lee. How about the Raiders? Johnny Gardner, I said it in the interview. I said it again on Saturday Morning Roar. I'm telling you, Mike, they're going to be the surprise team.
Oh, yeah.
They go to Bainbridge. It's going to be a tough game. They get to 3-0, and then got Columbus. There's a very realistic possibility Shaw could be 4-0. That's another team people need to put on notice in that classification and region. Big win for them against Upson Lee.
Oh yeah, Shaw's coming out hard right now. Defensively, they're just phenomenal. I mean, it's great. But to watch them offensively, they still got some kinks to work on there. A lot of pre-snap penalties, false starts, couple of holds. But I wouldn't gamble against Shaw and Vernon Gamble back there in the backfield. I mean, they're running back 200-something yards against Upson Lee, 3 touchdowns. Didn't really need the passing game. Got a couple of dynamic plays there to get some long yardage situations out of Dalen. But the defense itself, I mean, 2 games on the road at BTW, at home against a good Upson Lee team, and to get 2 shutouts so far to start the season proves to you that black and silver for the Raiders defense is going to be phenomenal this year.
All right, let's go to Friday. Some of the other games. We'll start with the one you did, Flint River and Calvary. 20 went down to the wire. Actually went to overtime.
Yeah.
Your thoughts in that one, man?
Oh, man, that was a great game right there. It came out, you knew it was going to kind of be one of those games because Flint River has a heavy run game. I mean, they had 400-plus yards against Robert Toombs the week prior. Coming in at Calvary, rain, lightning, got delayed by an hour, so I knew the field was going to be a little bit damp. I knew it was going to kind of put a damper on the offense as far as Calvary goes. They like to sling the rock around. But Flint River just took them to the mud, and Calvary still was able to come out dirty and on top this time. I mean, back and forth. It was 7-0 Flint River, and then Calvary goes 2 touchdowns, just 14 points unanswered. Flint River comes back, scores late in the game, ties it up, and then end up going to overtime because Flint River, again, was driving again late in the fourth. But, again, Caden Bowie jumps up, makes the big interception, causes the turnover with under a minute to go. They run the clock out, go to overtime. Calvary starts 2 run plays. Karan Thomas, 35 yards all by himself in overtime on 2 plays to get in the end zone and make it 21-14. Then somehow, I mean, it was just a game where it was just crazy because they had a deep pass on 4th and 13, got it down to the 3. Made it 1st and goal. Next thing you know, it's 4th and goal from literally the 1-inch line. You could barely see the difference between the line and the football itself. Calvary gets a big stop. Brzezinski comes up big, playing the offensive tackle, comes in defensively and gets the goal line stand with him and Bull McGee. Bull McGee had come out, actually, and Brzezinski came in, and it was just phenomenal. I mean, the atmosphere was electric. And to go 2-1, that's great. Got Terrell Academy next week, so they're in good position right now.
Yeah, good win, and now against a good Flint River team that's in 1A of the GIAA, but has played in multiple state championships and even won one back in 2023. Mm-hmm. So good win for them. Another game that we did was Pacelli and Dadeville. Another game that went down to the wire. Dadeville had the ball late in that one. Pacelli does get a stop, a few first downs, able to win the game. Good win by Pacelli over Dadeville.
Yeah, exactly, because Dadeville is really no slouch. I mean, they're a 3A team in Alabama, St. Anne Pacelli being a GIAA team here in Georgia. They're a competitive team in Alabama. They come in here, come to Pacelli's house. It's a dog fight to the end there. Smitty Grider and his boys come out with a big win. It was a phenomenal game, I'm sure, just going back and forth again. I mean, we had a bunch of really close games here in the area this past weekend, and that was one of them. Pacelli was able to pull one out, kind of fought back after that loss last week against Stratford Academy. Great effort there to come out with a win against a good Alabama team.
All right, so from that one, we'll keep going. Another game that we did, Glenwood at Brookstone. I got that up on screen, 49-14. The Gators, a big win. First half up 21-6. That's how it ended at half. And then Brookstone made it 21-13. Glenwood then scored back-to-back touchdowns. They go up 42-13. They end up scoring one more touchdown, both teams at the end, but it was all Gators in this one. A dominant performance. Ryan Nelson's team now go to 2-0. Sleep on them if you want. They got at Houston County Academy,
Houston Academy, yeah.
this Friday night, and then next week they welcome in St. Paul's Episcopal. What's your thoughts on the Gators' big win, start 2-0?
I think everybody coming into the season thought Glenwood was going to struggle as far as coming in with that new classification, the AA private schools in the AHSAA, a lot of those Mobile bigger schools here. But it looks like to me like Glenwood's coming out firing. They're ready. They're going to be competitive. They're going to be one of the top 10 teams in the state of Alabama in that classification. Right now they're ranked number 7 over there as far as those rankings go for their classification. I feel like Ryan Nelson and those guys come out. They have the athletes. They've got the great coaching. And they were able to put it all together last week against the Brookstone team, who's really no slouch either. Yes, they're reeling right now this year, 0-3 on the season. But Glenwood just came out there, I think they were just hungry to play. Last week, Lee Scott got canceled after about a quarter and a half, almost a half or whatever, because of the rain and storms. But these guys were ready to play football. They showed it Friday night.
I want to go back because I know people are going to kill me. Let's go back to Spencer Carver real quick. Because I talked about Spencer, I didn't even mention Carver. I want to say this. Jarvis Jones and company, great job being resilient, coming back, down 13-0, multiple turnovers. I told Sebastian Hurd after the game, I love the fact that he just kept bouncing back. It wasn't his best game, but he kept bouncing back, and they did a really good job defensively, stopping Spencer for about 3 quarters in that fourth. They gave up the one big play that almost tied the game. But was really impressed.
Oh, yeah.
And glad they was able to see Carver bounce back. Jamar Williams, player of the game, 72-yard touchdown run that kind of cemented. They put them up by 8. But a big win for Carver. Yeah. They got a big game this week against Hateville Charter. Another game on Thursday, Kendrick and Hardaway. Kendrick get their first win of the season. They go to 1-1. They're 13-12. Another game that we were able to do, we didn't broadcast, but 2 teams that got big wins. Northside beat Stars Mill 23-21, and then we saw Columbus beat Marion 21-19, or 21-20, excuse me. 21, yep. Columbus 2-0, Northside 2-0, and both them winning on the road. Yeah. I think Northside's was even more shocking. Oh, yeah. And now Bryson Freeman team, another one. You talked about Spencer and 4A, put Northside that in 6A now.
Yeah. Yeah, especially Northside. I mean, coming out 2-0, everybody. I only think most people expected them to win 2 games the entire season with that new classification. They've come out 2 strong wins, both of them on the road so far this season. So good job by Freeman and the guys. Tarboro, Max Thrash at the quarterback. They have a lot of good leadership over there on that football team. A lot of size up front, a lot of athletic guys up front as well. So not just size, but these guys are able to move, and it's showing so far. Because Stars Mill, no slouch in the 5A classification. So, I mean, it's in their former region foes with them. So, to get a big win on the road like that, after going on the road and beating Smith Station last week handily, I believe Northside's got a little bit of a projection going up now. They've got the confidence. They're starting to get a little bit of momentum on their season now. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they win 3-4 games in that region now.
And Russell County took Headland to the woodshed, 35-7. That is a 90-14 in 2 weeks. Russell County's ready to take names and numbers. Now, they will be on the road this week again. They're on the road for 3 consecutive weeks, man. But a big win for Russell County last week. And Dylan Griggs, man, they keep moving up, not only in our rankings, but also statewide rankings as well. In 6A, they take on Stanhope Elmore next week. That's a
good one. That'll be a good one next week as well, coming up this Friday night, taking on Stanhope Elmore on the road. But you got to give it to Dylan Griggs and them. Like I said, I mean, we bring up the fact they've got a new quarterback in there. Key's doing a great job out there, Dominique Key. That run game with Chris Lucas and Lavosco Williams. And then you've got my mind just went blank. Anyway, but out there, the defense has just been going great as well. I mean, the defense flying around. They're a whole lot better, improved defensively, a lot more athletic, a lot more size on the defensive side. Quentin Lewis is who I was thinking of, the wide receiver. Great receiver out there leading the team, going to Kennesaw State next year. But, yeah, that defense is great. Dylan Griggs can lean on them. And with that new quarterback, that's going to be huge. But right now the quarterback's not really letting up at all. And that offense hadn't slowed down. Like you said, 90 points in 2 games against not terrible teams. And to be able to go out there and do that on the road last week at Headland is no small task in itself.
No, so a lot of good news for a lot of teams in our area. They were able to pick up some big wins. By the way, you have that video for the bloodbath? Can we run it now, or do you want to run it later, Chris? I know last time you had to pull it up. We'll save that. We'll save that for Big Rich. We'll pull that. Yeah. That's a Big Rich segment too. I don't want to take that from him. We'll do that in this end of the show. We have a Bloodbath McGrath game of the week, and I'm leaning towards the game at the Swamp. Maybe my nominee.
That's true.
Mike. That was
put my tally right there next to yours.
With the game Glenwood Brooks on. Yeah. All right. Let's start rankings, Chrissy. It's time to ruffle some feathers.
Hey.
It's time to ruffle some feathers.
Get out the coop.
Ruh. All right, here we go. Number 10 in the rankings. Columbus High. Good win over Marion County.
Yeah.
Didn't want to jump them over yet. They've beaten an okay Marion County team. We know about Jordan, but don't want to take anything away. Starting 2-0 is really good. They come in at number 10. Number 9, Calvary. Big win over Flint River. They go to 2-1, bouncing back. And then number 8, Pacelli. Same thing, 2-1, big win over Dayville. So Pacelli 8, Calvary 9, Columbus 10, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, that's about how it should be right now. Pacelli doing a little bit, they played a little bit better opponent so far than Calvary has, even though they have the same record. Going on the road with that opening win at FPD, coming in, I know they lost to Stratford pretty handily, but that's a defending state champ. And then coming in at home against Dadeville with the win. Calvary, they won against Bethlehem Christian, which was their opponent last year in the playoffs that they were able to take down on the road, getting the home win there. Going on the road, losing to Mount Zion, a playoff team in GHSA, and then winning at home against Flint River. And then, again, Columbus 2-0 in the season. But, again, the competition level not quite up to snuff with what Pacelli and Calvary have seen so far. So we'll see if Columbus can continue that as they go on, like you said, week 4, taking on Shaw. That's going to be one big test for them right there.
All right, so you see 8 through 10, Pacelli, Calvary, and Columbus. Let's go to number 7, the Shaw Raiders. I was really hard. I almost wanted to put them up even higher, but not yet. I'm not going to penalize Spencer for losing to Carver by 2 and having a chance to win and had a lead early in that one. But I'm telling you, Shaw is going to keep moving up if they keep winning and keep playing the way they do. Their defense has had back-to-back shutouts. They got a really good running game. Vernon Gamble Jr. had 200-plus yards rushing, and that win over Upson Lee and was our player of the game. Shaw comes in at number 7. Number 6, the Spencer Green Wave. Again, if they beat Carver, they may be even higher in our rankings right now and maybe flirting with number 1. But came up just short, and they come in at number 6. Northside at number 5. Again, almost wanted to put them up maybe in the top 3 with that win over Stars Mill. So Northside 5, Spencer 6, Shaw 7. What do you got?
I'm with you on that one right there. 7. You've got Shaw right there, 2-0. Again, they played 2 great defensive games so far, but they need to start getting a little bit better on offense for us to start trusting them to bounce up even higher than that. 2 big wins. They've been able to dominate on that side of the ball. And then that last half or last 3 quarters really against Upson Lee is when they turned it on offensively. If they can get rid of the mistakes, they can be a complete team, and Shaw's going to scare a lot of people. As far as number 6, Spencer, like you said, they could have vaulted themselves up with a win against Carver. You can't – I mean, the Heritage Bowl is always a rivalry game, but for Spencer to come out there and play the way they did, jump on Carver the way they did, and just with a play here or there could have ended up winning that ball game. We could have seen a whole different outcome, and everybody would be looking at Spencer a whole different way. And then, like you said, at number 5, Northside, 2-0 on the road on both games. So that takes a big factor into it there.
I haven't had home game yet.
Yeah, haven't even played at home yet. They still got their region coming up. I believe that's their only 2 non-region games was the first 2 of the season.
Yep.
So now they're going to get into region play. Now we're going to see what they're made of as they go in here and play against these other 6A teams. But right now, I mean, just phenomenal start for Coach Freeman and those guys over there on Patriot Way.
All right, let's go to the top 4. This one's going to ruffle some feathers. But in my opinion, Carver, be able to bounce back over Spencer. I'll know more about Carver after this week. If they can take down Capeville Charter, Carver will be moving back up and maybe flirt with number 1 because, remember, we base this off a chance to win state. but I don't know about Carver yet. In the first 2 weeks, kind of iffy, but I'm not saying they won't bounce back. Believe in Jarvis Jones, believe in Antoine Young. They got a really talented roster. They're just going through a few growing pains, and they should. You don't lose that much talent and not go through growing pains. But they come in at number 4. I want to reward Glenwood for winning 2 games against 2 really good opponents in Lee Scott and Brookstone. So I got them at 2-0, ranked number 3. Russell County coming in at number 2. Again, I can hear you saying why not number 1, but not ready to put them there yet. And why do we got Central number 1? They took down Pell City, and their only losses to the number 9 team in the country. I'm not going to penalize even if they lost at home and even if they lost by double digits. Thompson's a really good program. Still got Central because I still think Central is a semifinalist or championship caliber team and will be maybe playing in the Super 7 or Super it's Super 6 now, right?
Super 6 now,
Now they only got 6 classifications, so it's Super 6. But Mike, Central 1, Russell County 2, Glenwood 3, Carver 4, go.
Carver, that's a good spot for them right there, number 4 right now. I mean, like you said, the turnover rate they've had as far as offensively, trying to change it up there. They lost a lot of on defense as well. The whole secondary has basically been changed. So it's going to take some growing pains. And right now we got to see them play a little bit more consistently. We knew that schedule is going to be really tough because Coach Jones and those guys scheduled a really tough non-region schedule before they head into the region play as they went on the road to play Douglas. They still got to go on the road to play Hateville. They're playing Southwest DeKalb, Douglas County. I mean, it's a murderer's row of a non-region schedule. So we'll see how they develop and how they kind of get a little bit more cohesive throughout the season, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Defense, not too worried about. They have the athletes. We got who do you have at number 3 again?
Number 3, Glenwood.
Glenwood again, 2-0, big win against Brookstone, who was a state runner-up last year in the GIAA. Not a slouch of a team there. Ian Hidley and those guys are going to bounce back from that somehow. I mean, they're 0-3 right now. I don't see it keeping them going that way. Glenwood, though, Coach Ryan Nelson, those guys come in ready to play. They got the athletes. They've got the moniker going over there in Glenwood. Tough, hard-nosed football out of those guys in Phoenix City. Then at number 2, Russell County, 2-0 again. But again, they did the same. Last year started off 9-0, had a little trouble with Pike Road there in that final game. So, like you said, championship caliber. Are you going to be able to make the championship? If they go down there and they beat Stanhope Elmore on the road handily, or pretty decisively, I feel like Russell County does have an argument to try to jump Central as far as being a state title contender. And then, like you said, Central number 1. I mean, it's not just the fact that people like to talk about Central. It's Central actually has the talent. They have the athletes. They have the coaching.
No doubt.
They're going to come back from that first game. You're going to have a little bit of the mechanics and all a little bit off there. You're trying to get all the cobwebs, shake them off first game of the season. And to go first game of the season against the number 9 team in the nation with a 5-star quarterback in Trent Seaborn, it's not going to be an easy task. They're going to get that loss there in the first game, but I feel like they're going to know what to do to get past that next time. I don't think we're going to see the same Central when it comes time for the playoffs as we did in the first game.
All right, that's 1 through 10. Central 1, Russell County 2, Glenwood 3, Carver 4, Northside 5, Spencer 6, Shaw 7, Pacelli 8, Calvary 9, and number 10, the Columbus Blue Devils. We'll see who's going to move and shake after this week. Got some more big games coming up. You don't want to miss them. We'll take a break. When we come back from break, Richard and Frost will talk softball and volleyball rankings, and then we'll have one more segment with me and Big Rich, Bloodbath McGrath, rambling segment, and where we're going to be at this week. Don't go anywhere. We got more here on the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Perdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you looking for a great deal on a brand new Chevy or GMC truck? At Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, we have over 100 new Chevy and GMC 1500 Silverado and Sierra trucks to choose from, with savings up to over $12,000. Every model, check them all out side by side, or get super low financing rates and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Listen up. This isn't some fast food nonsense. Our kitchen runs full tilt because shortcuts, not our thing. Those jar desserts, made by hand. Our Cayenne Ranch doesn't make itself. Our tenders are real tenderloin. Not like the other guys. Nope. We put the work in early. We brine. We buttermilk. We hand bread. Our cooked-to-order tenderloins rule the roost. It's real. Handmade.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. CarRex. Yes, CarRex. So call or text us today or visit us at mycostellolawfirm.com. Costello. CarRec. CarRec. Costello.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
And we're back here at the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show, live from the Colin Scroggins studio. It's Richard, it's Frosty, and it's time to do softball and volleyball rankings. Micah, which one do you want to do first? Because you call the most softball games. Like I've seen you out there. That I think we'll go ahead. You know what? We're going to go ahead and do softball first. What do you think?
Let's go ahead and do that yellow round ball.
Chris, throw them up. Softball rankings. All right, because Georgia is the only state that actually has it in the fall, we decided to do a top 5. There's no sense in ranking 10 teams when Alabama doesn't play in the fall. Coming in at number 5, Brookstone. They've only had 2 games so far, but Coach Slade Stillwell has got them where they need to be. I mean, they had 2 impressive wins. They faced Shaw in a makeup game this Wednesday. We'll have that for you in Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And speaking of Shaw comes in at number 4. You've called several Shaw games. I mean, they kind of been up and down. They lose to Marion County, but they beat Jordan 27-3. I mean, Coach Britton's got a pretty good team there. Columbus at 8-2. Columbus trying to get to South Commons. Coach Furtek has got a team. They were on the doorstep so close last year. So we're not going to talk about 1 and 2 because we know about 1 and 2. But 3 through 5, what's your take on those?
Brookstone, Shaw, and Columbus, all of them have something to improve upon here. I mean, we've seen Brookstone. We've only seen them play twice so far this year, so they got a little bit. We'll see what more of them as the season goes along. Shaw, they struggle on the pitching and the defense right now, but for them, it's been good that they've been able to overcome that by getting on base and scoring the runs. A lot of high-scoring affairs. And then Columbus, they've got the athletes out there, a lot of young people out there, but they've been able to take down some good teams in the Class 4A classification here in GHSA. I want to shout out another one out there is Pacelli, I believe.
Yeah, they're right on the outskirts.
Yeah, because I mean, they are 7-6, but they've also had to play FPD twice, who's got a Mercer commit pitching, and I got to give it to the Pacelli Vikings. If we think about last year to this year, it's a complete turnaround as far as program goes. So I feel like at some point they're going to climb into this, and they're going to climb high up in these rankings.
I honestly think that Pacelli could get into our rankings. If they continue beating quality opponents. All right, Mike, this one was tough to debate who is 1 and 2. You got to remember when we do our rankings, it's pathway to the state championship. Calvary is the defending GIAA state champions. Northside's in 6A. But man, after you told me that Northside beat the number 4 team in the state,
in the country,
at Perry, man, Perry, the number 4 team in the country, and they swept them. And I did these rankings, and that's why you are the expert when it comes to softball. You call a lot of Northside softball games. How would you rank this? Because Calvary's good, so is Northside. But it's tough. I think that we finally have a debate on who's the number 1 team in our area.
Yeah, and I feel like, I mean, as far as making it to the state championship game, having a chance at the title, I believe Calvary still has the upper leg, the upper hand, I guess you could say, to get over Northside right now. Northside still has to battle through a great 6A classification in Georgia. Right now ranked number 10 overall in Class 6A. But to go on the road at Perry, who were previously undefeated, number 4 in the country ranked at the time, and beat them handily 6-2, 10-3. So the offensive onslaught, Northside is going to score runs every single game. You got to be able to outscore them. But this time around, the young pitching staff, they have a sophomore and a freshman. The sophomore, McKenna Weems, started one game. The freshman, Victoria Montez, started the second one. And both of them did a great job down there, and Perry ended up getting that win. And then just to do that, and then now they have to get ready for 6A competition. Their region's a little bit slack. Their region's not really tough, so that's going to hurt their strength of schedule. That's probably why they're ranked a little bit lower. Their strength of schedule in their region isn't that great. But Calvary, they've been dominant throughout the whole year. They're going to be a great team. They're the defending state champs. They won it all last year with mostly 8th and 9th graders. Now they got mostly 9th and 10th graders, so they're going to be great for years to come. And I feel like Calvary is still number one right now as far as going in there and getting a state title. Northside with a little bit more work to do.
Yeah.
But I feel like they got a good shot right now, and they're having everybody in 6A is like, okay, these girls came to play.
Yeah, and the biggest challenge for Northside is going to be Noonan, which they've already beaten. Noonan's in second place. Remember, a couple years ago, they won the state championship, so they're really good at softball. All right, so we got Northside number 2. Obviously, that makes Calvary number 1. And what can you say about the young team that Coach Halstead has? That I talked to him on the Calvary Coaches Show. They're not playing their best softball right now. Despite their record, they felt like they gave away a game against Tatnall. They had committed walks and errors, and they were down big, and they almost won that game against Tatnall. But looking at their record, and they've played, a tough Lee County. They had to actually play them in a tournament. They're 10-2 on the season, and they've got some games coming up, including against Pacelli, Strong Rock again. But I think that because the path to the state championship is a little bit easier for Calvary, when you have pitchers like Kendall Gum, Mackenzie Jones, Brittany McKelvey, great power hitter, they got a young team, and I think that's why we have Calvary number 1, which I could see a scenario where Northside's won.
Oh, yeah. And right now, Calvary, like you said, they have a little bit of the upper hand as far as competition goes, making it to a state title in the GIAA, winning a state title. And then also, I mean, that one loss they had to Lee County, I mean, that's the number 1 team in 6A in Georgia. So, I mean, that's no slouch of a team to lose to in itself. So, Calvary, Coach Halstead and those ladies over there, like I said, he's talking about they're not playing their best. You can expect that out of a young team.
Yeah.
And so with them both being young teams at 1 and 2, we can expect both of them to stay 1 and 2 for a long time. It's just going to kind of see who takes over the top spot by the end of the season.
All right, Chris, throw up those volleyball rankings. All right. I did not want to unrank this team because this is the 2-time defending GIAA champions. I got Pacelli at 10, and they are 3-12. First of all, they played tough competition. Not the same team as they had last year, losing Shannon Menifee and Anna Doe. And a lot of people don't realize this. This is their 3rd coach in 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
But Coach Casey Rose has done a fantastic job. Nothing to take away from her. It just, they are a team that when you get them into the playoffs, and they got to make the playoffs first because they're, according to the GIAA rankings, they would not make the playoffs.
No, not right now, no.
So I still think Pacelli's got some good pieces that could figure this thing out. Malia Resnick is a fantastic middle blocker who gets a lot of kills per set. So we got Pacelli at number 10. What's your thoughts on Pacelli being 10? Is that fair?
I mean, as far as I know, it is. I mean, I haven't seen too much volleyball this year, but I feel like as far as Pacelli goes, they've got the pedigree, 2-time state champs. Yes, a lot of turnover will affect you. It's still a little bit, even though they played 17 or 15 matches so far this season, it's still a little bit early when you compare it to region competition, getting ready for the playoffs. They still have the ability to climb up, get in that top 12, make it to the playoffs in the GIAA, and try to make a name for themselves again, try to win it back. It doesn't matter what your regular season record is. As long as you hit the postseason, everybody's 0-0, and I'm sure that's what the coach over there at Pacelli's preaching to those girls right now.
Yeah, and I was debating on who's going to be number 9. Carver is 5-5. They've only played 10 games, but your alma mater, Jordan, is 7-9. They might have had a possibility where they could sneak into the playoffs. I think their region is winnable with Sumter County, Worth County, Crisp County. I mean, according to Max Preps, Worth County hasn't even played a volleyball match yet. So this is a winnable region. But, Kendrick is going to play Jordan and Crisp County in a tri-match. We're hoping to have that in a couple of weeks. But right now we got Carver at number 9 because they got a 500 record. Hardaway, they're actually in first place in the region along with Shaw, both undefeated in region play. Hardaway having a fantastic year with an 11-4 record, and then Shaw 11-5. Shaw, Columbus, and Hardaway all in the same region. They're going to be battling to try to win that region.
Oh, yeah. And it's going to be a tough one there, too. The 4A competition's no slouch. And then just competition here in this area as well, as far as volleyball goes in Columbus, Phoenix City area, is phenomenal across the board. Every school has athletes. Every school has some kind of way they can win a ball game here, or win a match, not a ball game, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, win a match.
But they all have the athletes where one of them can take over and just have a great match that night and end up winning the match for them. So it's going to be tough there. It's kind of a group together down there, that bottom half of the top 10, where they could all kind of go up and down at some point, just week by week.
All right, coming in at number 5, Glenwood. They've had some pretty decent wins. We've seen on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. They beat Bocelli. They have beaten Brookstone. They've beaten Alabama Christian Academy and Brubaker Tech. They actually had a tri-match last Thursday. Mm-hmm. They got the rematch with Brookstone at Brookstone this Tuesday. The reason why we don't have Glenwood ranked higher than 5th, because the 4 teams in front of them.
Yeah.
I think that they could be not only championship contenders, but they can make a deep playoff run.
Yeah. Yeah, and I believe like Glenwood, their season just started recently too.
Yeah.
So they have something they can build on here. They can end up climbing the rankings, kind of putting themselves in a better position to make it deep in the 3A. But right now at 4 and 5, I believe is what they are.
Yeah, 5 and 4.
5 and 4. I'm sorry. And then just to come in there, have that big win against Brookstone, first match of the season with that tri-match, and get a win on that one is huge. Setting up the program for success this season. I feel like Glenwood's going to make a good playoff run as well. They could climb up even higher.
All right, coming in at number 4, I think this is the story of the rankings here. Kendrick, again, Coach Angela Long, who won Region Coach of the Year last year, has got the Kendrick Cherokees with a 13-2 record. And I know they've played competition that might be not as highly ranked. So I'm curious to see what the power rankings are going to look like. But they have to be one of the favorites in 3A because of the teams they play in 3A. They're going to win their region. They're going to be hosting multiple playoff games. But I'm looking at the schedule that they have, and I think that they're just going to continue winning, and I think that's going to help them in the power rankings. They still got to play Carver, still got to play Jordan. We hope to get these games on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. They actually will play Chaco and in a tri-match coming up. Trying to see, they play Chaco and Crawford County in a tri-match.
And Crawford County no slouching themselves either.
Oh, yeah. Kendrick at 13-2. I like where they are.
Oh, same here. I mean, they've got the athletes down there at Kendrick. Phenomenal coaching with Coach Angela Long as well. 13-2 in the season is a great start, building the confidence of those young ladies once they hit into region play, start taking on these other competitions as far as, like you said, you got Sumter, Worth, Carver, Jordan, Crisp County. I believe it's definitely a winnable region for Kendrick where they can get in there, get that first round, get that first seed, that top seed, and be able to get in and host a few matches along the road and at least try to make that Elite 8.
Coming in at number 3, Northside. I don't know what it was before the season even started with all these sports. We just had a stigma like Northside's in 6A. How are they going to compete? Yeah. Like we talked about it with. We said they're going to be fine in softball. Football, I mean, they're 2-0. We know they're going to be very good in girls basketball and baseball. Volleyball, it was hit or miss. I didn't know how good this Northside volleyball team was going to be. They played a lot of games, a lot of tough opponents, a lot of tournaments. 13-6, they're actually in 3rd place in 6A Region 3 behind McIntosh and Woodward Academy. I think that this volleyball team can make the playoffs and possibly go deep into the 6A playoffs. I mean, Layla Pope, we know about her. I mean, she's been the savvy veteran. Anijah Smith, Ariana Ribant. I tell you, I'm excited that we're going to feature Northside volleyball on Georgia Alabama Sports Live because we've yet to see them.
Yeah.
But they are ranked 3rd, and I know that you have ties to Northside just because of the softball. But they really love their sports over there at Northside.
Yeah, and I mean, you bring up those 3 young ladies on the volleyball team. It's a lot of youth on that team. I was able to cover some of the volleyball matches last year.
Yeah,
a lot of them were freshmen. And I know I brought her up before, but you brought up those 3. Don't forget Lacey Watts.
Watts,
she is a stellar.
Another Watts sibling.
Yeah. As far as setters go, she's a setter out there, and she's probably one of the best in the state right now. And she's just a sophomore. So Northside, not only are they doing really well as far as volleyball right now, 13-6. They played a lot of teams out of the Atlanta area that are 6 and 7A schools as far as tournaments go. But I feel like they're going to have a great season. It set them up for success as far as facing tough competition before they get into region play. And I feel like they can easily take over. I mean, I believe it's going to be a battle 1 and 2 between them and Woodward Academy. If they can beat Woodward, we're going to see Northside win the region in 6A in volleyball this year.
All right, our next two teams, and the only reason why I've got Calvary number 1 because they beat Brookstone head-to-head. Any one of these teams can win a championship. Calvary actually lost their first 2 games of the season. They had a tri-match with Roswell and the Keens Academy. Tough matchups. Brookstone coming in, and they were able to beat Pacelli last week in Handley in 3 sets. So they bounced back after losing to Calvary in 3 sets. They bounced back that week and beat Pacelli in 3 sets. And now they got to face Glenwood. They face Heritage again. Lee Scott. They got Smith Station. They got Lee County. They got a tough schedule coming up. But I talked to Coach Lee Halverson in the Brookstone Coaches Show, and he feels they're not playing their best volleyball. Right? They felt like that game was so hyped with Calvary that they lost focus. And Calvary was playing at home, had a huge home court advantage. But Brookstone, they feel like, well, we're right there. And they obviously Carson Galligan is fantastic, but they feel like they're a championship team. So does Calvary. So you got the top 2 teams in our rankings that can more than capable of winning a state championship. And I almost guarantee you, Mike, they're not going to play each other just once. They'll play at Brookstone. I think they're going to end up meeting each other in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, same here. I believe it's going to be 1 and 2 between those 2 all season long. I mean, Calvary's come out kind of taking it by storm here locally as far as volleyball goes, because everybody thought Brookstone, and fairly so, because Brookstone has a great squad out there on the court. Calvary able to get that big 5-set win earlier in the season kind of put a damper on Brookstone a little bit because, like you said, they ended up losing to Glenwood as well in Glenwood's first match. So, but Coach Halverson, if anybody's going to turn the season around, it's going to be Coach Halverson out there at Brookstone.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's going to be tough. We're going to get to see whenever they get the rematch against Calvary coming up. We're going to see who's going to end up, if they end up splitting the season series before they hit the playoffs. But I feel like either one of those two teams can end up winning GIAA. I wouldn't be surprised if both of them meet in the title match.
Yeah, and that will be in a couple of weeks. So we'll have that for you on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. All right, Chris, let's go ahead and go to break. And when we come back, Mike, I know you got to get out of here because you got to get up early in the morning and go to work. Thrift Bears is going to come back. We're actually going to do the switcheroo. He's going to sit here. I'm going to sit where you are. And we're going to talk about my favorite segment, Bloodbath McGrath, because that's why I'm here, because I love beatdowns.
I'm going to disappear like the whitest Houdini you ever seen.
It's Mike Frost, everybody. Don't go anywhere. It's the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show, live from the Collins Studio. Back after this.
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at mycostelolawfirm.com. Costello. Car wreck. Car wreck? Costello.
Are you looking for a great deal on a brand new Chevy or GMC truck? At Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, we have over 100 new Chevy and GMC 1500 Silverado and Sierra trucks to choose from, with savings up to over $12,000. Every model, check them all out side by side, or get super low financing rates and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Listen up. This isn't some fast food nonsense. Our kitchen runs full tilt because shortcuts, not our thing. Those jar desserts, made by hand. Our Cayenne Ranch doesn't make itself. Our tenders are real tenderloin. Not like the other guys. Nope. We put the work in early. We brine. We buttermilk. We hand bread. Our cooked-to-order tenderloins rule the roost. It's real. Handmade.
Hi, I'm Dr. Griff Gordy with Gordy Eye Care. For 20 years, we've been proud to serve the Phoenix City, Columbus, and surrounding areas. And Friday Night Lights is one of our favorite times of the year. My team and I love helping our student athletes and their families see every play clearly, with comprehensive eye exams and the latest in eyewear right here in our community. Here's to another season of Friday Night Football. I would love to see you and your family in our office so that we can get you seeing your best.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here, and I am with Terry Johnson and Terry Johnson Agency, one of the first sponsors I ever had when I started this endeavor over 4 years ago when I was doing it off my phone. I want to say thank you so much for believing in our vision of being able to serve the community, shine a light on all these athletes, all these programs. And Terry Johnson Agency, they've been serving the community for over 40 years. Home, auto, life, church. Terry Johnson's been helping my family and me specifically. He's my insurance agent. I want to say thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Thrift, and I appreciate the opportunity that you gave me 4 years ago to come on board and to be an initial sponsor with you. And it's just been a good association with you and a pleasure to work with you, and look forward to a long association even further down the road.
No doubt about it. Again, serving the community for many years. You need a quote today, give them a call. Jeremy Crosby, his daughter Brooke, and of course, Mr. Terry. They're going to make you feel at home. They're going to take care of you. He's my insurance agent. It's Terry Johnson Agency, big supporter of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. He's in. He's back. He's fired up. It's Big Rich. Big Rich. What are you fired up about now, bro?
I am fired up about Phoenix City Little League.
Why do you have to keep
We got a celebration tomorrow.
Okay, can it be anything other than that with this song? This is
All
not a song
right,
we're
all
gonna
right.
talk about Phoenix City Little League. We're proud of them.
We're proud,
What are
yes.
you rambling about?
So, we've got college football week 1 coming up.
The song already ended.
We had week 0.
Put it on me.
Hey, Bill Belichick won his first game since 2020.
Put it on me now. He's talking Bill Belichick. For the love of Christ, Chris, put it on me. Listen, I know everybody's doing their job. I preface this by saying everyone does their job when dealing with weather delays. But I can't stand the fact that we have weather delays. Lightning can be within 20 miles. Actually, it's technically 8. But you may not even see it. But that app keeps saying 29 minutes. Bro, 30 minutes. And it just fires me up. I think it fires everybody up. And then here's the problem. People in the stadium get mad at, like, Art Thomason, because he's the one saying, we're in delay, hey, y'all got to move. And it's not Art's fault. It's really not the person that's the app's fault. I'm going to blame the app. Can the app do better? And can it really not register noticing lightning? Can we at least make it 20 miles? I think 8 is a bit of excessive.
I think 20 miles is good. Yeah.
But I don't want to say this. I know I'm probably like, yes, children's safety. I'm not saying children's safety. But man, how about this? We can't catch a break with the lightning delays. We have had a lightning delay or rain in every broadcast I've done going back to baseball last year. Okay? And now, first 3 weeks of football, what do we got? Lightning delay and rain delay. What's the deal with that? All right, done.
That was a good rant because we're just sitting there twiddling our thumbs.
Nothing.
I'm fanboying the mayor-elect because we just got nothing going on up there. Yes, Isaiah Hughley was at the Heritage Bowl. And yes, I said, hey, Mr. Mayor-elect, congratulations.
And
looking forward to seeing you take office. I don't know. What do you say in that moment?
Nothing. And don't say
a word.
Just be quiet now.
Does he not know that I said we coming? I kind of feel bad because does he know
Rich,
that I'm
this
the
is
guy?
we're going to take a quick
I'm
break.
the guy that said
Go to break, Chris.
No,
when we come back from break, we're going to have a little bit more here on the Georgia.
We got this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Griff Gordy with Gordy Eye Care. For 20 years, we've been proud to serve the Phoenix City, Columbus, and surrounding areas. And Friday Night Lights is one of our favorite times of the year. My team and I love helping our student athletes and their families see every play clearly, with comprehensive eye exams and the latest in eyewear right here in our community. Here's to another season of Friday Night Football. I would love to see you and your family in our office so that we can get you seeing your best.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at mycostelolawfirm.com. Hostello. Car wreck. Car wreck? Hostello.
Well, you see we're missing someone. We don't do that here at Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We don't. Big Rich is rambled too much that time, so I had to fire him. He is no longer part of this show right now. Oh, man. Rich, come on, man. Come back up. Big Rich, go single shot on me as I talk about where we will be this upcoming week. Please get it on him right now. Get it up. Is there anything else you want to say?
Yes, ladies
and Any other ramble?
This will be my last appearance on the Georgia Alabama Sports Live show.
Man.
Actually, it might be because I may have some big news coming down the next couple of weeks.
And then he doubles down again.
All right, let's go.
The Rambler does not. He strikes again. He will not stop. It's just like there's no blockage.
But
whatever goes through the brain of whatever goes through the brain of Big Rich,
you make it worse.
Comes out
by your reaction. All right, we're good.
Chris, run the Bloodbath McGrath, please.
Might be the.
What are they going to break for? Run the big Bloodbath McGrath, please, Chris.
Scream, help me. Do not pull my
Loveless, I demand that you give the order to stop this slaughter now! We're gonna need more loading drills. I'm hearing too much time between screams. You give them the order to desist! General, I understand your distress, but believe me, these men are not dying senselessly. It is for a far greater cause than you can possibly imagine. You go straight to hell, sir! After you, sir. Bloodbath McGrath, indeed.
Thank you to Dr. Lovelace. Is it Dr. Lovelace or Professor?
Dr. Lovelace. Kenneth Bronin
is
the name.
Yeah, okay. Well, Dr. Lovelace on the show. Thank you so much for bringing us our segment. It's the Bloodbath McGrath Game of the Week. Big Rich, I'll let you go first. Which one is that?
My Bloodbath McGrath, indeed, Game of the Week was Central Pell City.
Okay.
54-3. Look, I know it's Central. What a way to respond after losing pretty handily to Thompson in the home opener. But Coach Cody Flournoy and the Central Red Devils said, hey, we are still Central, and we're going to beat the brakes off our next opponent. And Pell City is not like a inferior opponent. They're a pretty good team. They're just in a lower classification. They're in 5A. But Central back on track. And when I saw that score, I'm like, yep, Central's back.
My Bloodbath McGrath Game of the Week is Brookstone Glenwood. Glenwood, 49-19, 30 points. That qualifies for a Bloodbath McGrath Game of the Week. And it's one of the games we did. So that is my pick for the Bloodbath. And Brookstone needs to – they're going to have to wash off that kind of the stink from that one. They got Stratford coming up, Central, Macon, and John Millage. Those are three really, really good teams, I think, especially with Stratford and John Millage. Both of them number one teams in 3A and 4A in the GIAA and favorites to win it all in their classification. Central Macon, 2-0 to start the season. They just beat Jordan last week. So that's mine. All right. Let's talk about where we're going to be this week. So tomorrow we got Pacelli Coach's Show, and we will be live, Richard, from Phoenix City Little League. How about the 12 and under all-star teams who represented this area so well? The national phenomenon, Kinsley Rasmus, and the entire team going to be coming back home, and we're going to be celebrating them. It's their welcome home celebration from 6 to 9 at Idle Hour Park, Richard. Should be a lot of fun. Can't wait to do it.
Yeah, I already talked to the president of the Little League. They're all going to be there signing autographs. We're hoping to get interviews with not just Kinley Rasmus, but Riker Rasmus, Uriah Burklight, Cam Lee, Kason Smith, Ethan, just everybody. Man, I'm trying to name off all 12 of them because that's how much they mean to us. Is that we were captivated by watching them on TV and them being able to just get us in front of the TV for really a whole week. It was just an incredible experience.
All right, so let's move on. And what else do we got the rest of this week? So tomorrow, on Tuesday, we got flag football galore. We got Dothan at Smith Station, Jag at Central, Glenwood and Brookstone volleyball, Charlotte Central volleyball, and then a couple coach shows, Calvary and Russell County live from Slim Chickens, and the Maxwell Incorporated Calvary Coaches Show. On Wednesday, we got CVCC. We got Shaw Brookstone softball. We got CVCC flag football, their first game of the year. And then two shows, the G2 Brookstone G2 Brookstone Coaches Show and the Slim Chicken Smith Station Coaches Show. And then on Thursday, we got 3 volleyball games, a football game, and the Zaxby Glenwood Coaches Show. Jag at Central Football, Pacelli Calvary Volleyball, Troup County LaGrange Columbus Side Tri-Match Volleyball, and Montgomery Catholic Glenwood. And then on Friday, 4 football games. Hopefully we'll be allowed to do it, but we're crossing our fingers thinking that we will. Carver at Hateville Charter, Westover at Columbus, Terrell County Academy, at Calvary, and then Dothan Smith Station. 4 games we're going to be doing on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Yeah, another fantastic week of sporting events on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, and I can't wait. And we have like historic games too that are coming up, and so yeah, just keep us posted, and we'll definitely have all the featured games for you.
Well, it's been a great show. Thank y'all so much for watching, and we will see you next time. We got Houlihan's Highlight of the Week nominees on Slate this week. Make sure to follow and like us on social media and Instagram, and we'll see you next time on the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show.
Are you looking for a great deal on a brand new Chevy or GMC truck? At Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, we have over 100 new Chevy and GMC 1500 Silverado and Sierra trucks to choose from, with savings up to over $12,000. Every model, check them all out side by side, or get super low financing rates and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready